I don't know if this is going to work. No idea. So I know there's a little bit of delay before anyone comes back on, even if I get anyone back on my broadcast. So if you do come on, I really appreciate you. If you're watching this and and don't really understand what's going on, you're watching the replay probably, and you'll have to go back and watch the one prior because you just missed some information. So it cut off the sound. Facebook is giving us a hard time tonight. So I'm going to try to ask my friend back on one more time. We're going to see if this will. And we'll see. Well, I don't know if my internet connection is low. I don't know if my charge on my phone is low. So I'm just going to try to get and see if this works. And so.
Crazy.
I don't know. I know.
Nice.
And you're cutting in and out now.
I know. I can hear my headphones. It's like
okay,
cutting
that
in
was
and out.
fine.
Should I take them out?
No, I think you're
Okay.
fine right now. So
I'm like afraid to move or talk too much.
I don't know that it's not my internet.
I'll let you go.
I'm not sure it's not my internet connection.
Well,
it's been low.
I don't know. It's weird.
So I'm assuming you got through lipsticks.
Well, I did. I'm not sure if anybody listened or heard it, or if I was still connected, but I did talk about lipsticks.
Okay. So yes. I wasn't hearing you, and I don't know if our audience heard you, but.
Okay.
So
do you may do it. Do you may do a little short recap on that?
Yeah, do a short recap about lipsticks and suppleness and all that good hydration for our lips.
Okay, so lips are part of our skin, so we want to also hydrate those. I was kind of making a joke about how a lot of us end up eating a lot of lipstick as we go throughout our day because, you just kind of can't help it. It gets on our it's on our mouth. But so you want to look for lipsticks that have good ingredients. And there was a lot a few years ago about really harmful things that companies are putting in lipstick, things like metals and lead and all these different things. I don't know how much of that's true. We obviously don't do that. We make our lipsticks in our own lab. And we're very conscientious of ingredients. And I would hope that most companies are conscientious of those as well. But you want to look for things that are hydrating. So we actually, because lips are part of your skin, we actually put some beneficial things in there too. So not only are they great colors, they're long lasting, they're moisturizing, they also have some things that are good for your lips. So we put some peptides, which promote those natural levels of collagen. And that kind of gives you a little bit of a plumping look to your lips. We also add collagen, some vitamins, hyaluronic acid. So we're putting good ingredients for your lips in there too, because you should be moisturizing those like you do your face. Our bodies are starved for hydration most of the time. We're all starved for water and need more of it. So it only makes sense that also in a lipstick too, even though it's a cosmetic and it's fun and we like to pick out new colors, it just makes sense to be mindful of what you're using, not only because of the harmful ingredients, but just, again, treating your skin well. So
Thank you. I'm going to try not to move too much, but I love it because here we have this little mirror and then we have this light. So if you're in like a movie or something, you just shine that light up there and you see. It's really, really cool. Love this color too. Love this color. It's bashful. I wear it all the time. So good stuff. Good hydration with that. So just make sure if you're looking for lipsticks, go over those ingredients that Hallie just talked to you about. And, kind of look for those. Because Sandy made a good point. She said the stains just sound like they really couldn't be hydrating. Typically, they offer a gloss, typically, if they do have a stain, to kind of do that maybe. So I don't know if that's to make it shine because they're matte or if that's adding hydration. You just have to look at the ingredients of those glosses too. So anyway, awesome. Yep. So there's another fun, crazy thing out there, and it's just eyelashes. They're everywhere. People are going to get false eyelashes, extensions, and believe me, I have been so tempted to do it, but I just don't want the expense. I don't want the time commitment. And so, bottom line, I just have to remember what I want and what I'm willing to do. So let's talk alternatives to great lashes if you don't really want to go to that kind of thing.
Right. Well, the whole this whole lash boosting growth, these serums, those have become a little more popular lately. And I do know a lot of people, like my mom, they used to wear, fake eyelashes. I actually tried those once, which was disastrous, like trying to, glue them on. I did that once a long time ago and never did that again. And then people are getting different extensions and things. But some of these growth serums are really pretty good and work really well. We actually have one. But again, it's kind of paying attention to ingredients. So I don't know if you know the story, Marcy, but kind of how that came to be. There was a glaucoma medication, and it was, approved by the FDA to treat glaucoma, and they were noticing a side effect was growing patients' lashes. And so then they started looking at, what could that, and it's a prostaglandin is the kind of ingredient category. How could that be used? And so cosmetic companies kind of latched onto this idea that said, well, if that's helping these glaucoma patients, with their eyelash growth, let's look at using those. So some companies did. It had some side effects with it, and now it's pretty widely known that you would want to steer clear of that ingredient. So what had been a really good active ingredient had a lot of side effects, and the drug companies had to report those side effects, but some of the cosmetic companies did not. So it's isopropyl, like isopropyl alcohol, and it's I think it's cloprostinate. Yeah. So it has the word, it's like a prostaglandin, so it's cloprostinate is so isopropyl cloprostinate. If anybody wants to Google that, it's actually pretty interesting, that story of how that came to be. But they really deemed that it was, the side effects were changing people's eye color, causing irritation. I personally don't want to change my eye color. So I think because that became kind of a niche that a lot of companies were looking at, well, let's look at things that could work. And there's actually a pentapeptide, which is a plant-based ingredient that was also really working well. So that would be something to look for. If you're interested in that type of a product, stay away from that isopropyl cloprostinate. If I'm butchering that, I really apologize. You can always message Marcy, what is that word? And I'll actually spell it out for you. But look for something that has like a peptide in it, and especially a pentapeptide, because those have been proven to really help promote thicker lashes and some growth. So the neat thing about those products, they're not going to make you look like you have false eyelashes on. But as we age, our lashes get thinner, just like our hair. They don't grow as well. Same with hair and all kinds of things. So it really does, it helps them get thicker and stronger. So it's almost like using something that's strengthening for your hair. It does that for your lashes. So a lot of people say the first time they use it a couple times, and now suddenly their lashes, the mascara has something to cling to, and then they see growth. They don't lose lashes as often. But again, look at the ingredients. So, you want things that you recognize the names of. We use a lot of plant-based things. You'll actually recognize, like, different proteins and different roots and leaf extracts, things like that. All have been proven to help make stronger lashes. And again, it's just kind of knowing your ingredients. And when we hear about something that's maybe had a negative review, don't cross off your list as never being able to use a product like that. Just look for the ones that have maybe done it a little better, maybe a company that's been a little more conscientious. And that's the thing, we stay ahead of the science so that you don't have to. And I think that's what's great for customers to know, is that, if you can find a company that you kind of trust their philosophy on things like that, and if they're in line with how you like to shop, or ingredients you like to use, then
that's a good point, because when you trust somebody, that's who you can count on to buy things from. That's what I do when I want to know something. I trust their opinion on something. I'm going to ask them, And
Sure.
if they
Right.
trust the company, or if they have good taste in movies or
Hmm.
food, I'm going to go to where those people are
Sure.
telling me to
Right.
go, because I appreciate their opinion and we're kind of like-minded in that kind of way. And
Right.
so that's
Hmm.
exactly what brought
Sure.
me to you guys, because you are conscientious. I know a lot of people don't care about the
Hmm.
ingredients, but I actually cared about the ingredients, plus did they work? So, there's two different
Right.
schools, and that's
Hmm.
great. It just what aligns with you. My school of thought was,
Hmm.
I
Sure.
really wanted to make sure it worked, but I also want to know it worked with good ingredients and safe for the body. So that's
Right. Right.
great, and I really have
Sure.
appreciated it. And I guess I noticed the same thing with my eyelashes. There was just a couple of places that I just couldn't get the mascara to go. Just, clump, or I was missing a few. So
Hmm.
that,
Or it just
yeah, they
goes like
cross
this.
hairs. It's just
Like,
like, so I'm
yeah.
really
Hmm.
glad for this product, because it does make your eyelashes stand up. I can't say that people know that I use any, but I do. And they're very
Sure.
strong now, and I can actually get the mascara on them. So,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's not
Right.
going to be like a, well, you've got eyelashes. It's just, it's,
Hmm.
it's just whatever you want. So great, great.
It's
It's
a fun
fun.
product. It's
Uh-huh.
a fun product, and people, that's the thing. Is it really important that I'm not going to come on here and say, oh my goodness, you're not protecting your eyelashes. You need to right away. But those products are fun. They make us feel good. They make us feel more confident. I know you're
Yeah,
all about
yeah,
that too. So it is nice to talk about some of those other fun things that are just little, self-care, feel good kind of products that those are
absolutely.
fun
And
too.
so that's kind of what will bring us to our third
Yes.
product. It's kind of a
Hmm.
temporary quick fix, right? So we have these
Hmm.
fine
Hmm.
lines and wrinkles, and sometimes we want to get rid of
Hmm.
them. Maybe we just want to do that every day. Some people might just want to do it if you're going to a big
Right.
event, a wedding, or maybe you're going to have that special
Hmm.
date with your guy or gal, and it's just fun
Hmm.
to have that if you don't want to use a surgical procedure, is there a quick fix I can use
Right.
to, you know, smooth out my fine lines and wrinkles and make me look just a little younger. So, uh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And there are several types of things on the market, and I think they're often categorized as sort of temporary, smoothing products, or they temporarily reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Of course, it's not going to, remove your wrinkles. So we can have good practices on a daily basis, taking care of our skin, hydrating, using good products and good skincare. But yeah, sometimes it is fun to use something that really, I've used that product quite a bit, and people notice, especially if you're getting your picture taken or something. So it is kind of it's a kind of another niche sort of category of things, and there are different ones out there. Typically, they'll have a sodium silicate in them, or like a magnesium silicate. So a silicate is it's from uh, shale clay, and so that's what that comes from. So it really is just like a mineral, and it really does kind of fill in those lines and smooth things out. It doesn't last forever, but it is kind of, again, kind of a fun, feel good product. The one we actually went ahead and, like I said before, and I know you know this, if you're going to make something, go ahead and put some good stuff, like put some good attributes in there that you're still putting on your skin. So even though that silicate is going to wash off, go ahead and put some good ingredients on there. So we added a couple of good vitamins and some different things in there too that will actually benefit your skin. Eyelist, which is great for your skin. That actually helps with some of the puffiness. So while that product is temporary, with the smoothing effect, it actually has the ingredients in there that do help combat, puffiness and some lines and things. So it's a temporary fix that has some long-term ingredients in there. And it's just, too been an interesting product, because it's fun,
Right,
and it makes us
right.
feel good. And if we look a little younger, or somebody makes a comment, you're at a party, that makes us feel good. So that's nice.
Absolutely. And I did not know that about I knew that the silica ingredient was the one that smoothed out the fine lines and wrinkles, but I did not really realize that you went ahead and put in those other good ingredients for that do help with the long lasting. So, like you said, if you're doing the front end, having your skincare regimen, making sure you've got those anti-aging ingredients in those, then this is just gravy on top of it that can just be fun. Just be fun. So anyway, I think that's all we have, right? So,
and Facebook hasn't even cut us off yet.
So of course you just want to make sure it does not have parabens. That's the ingredient you would want to steer clear of. And that's, you know, across the board pretty much. So, you know, Holly mentioned that earlier when we were talking, just like anything else in life, it's best to do your own research. Do your research as much as you want, as little as you want, but it is up to you. What you put on your body, you know, will go into your body, and it's up to you. So we're here to just inform you. Hope it makes you makes it a little bit easier on you and adds value in order that you can make some better decisions. And we really had fun. Really had fun doing it. Tonight was a little challenging, but we did it.
Well, I know. And here, the first two were so easy. We got the headphone deal worked out. So if anybody wants tips on how to do dual Facebook Lives, just hit Marcy up and she'll give you the whole tutorial, because we have perfected it, maybe.
Yeah, well, we didn't perfect it, obviously, tonight. But we did realize it has gone smoother with both of us wearing headphones. AirPods. So yes, we persevered. Sandy said you persevered. Yes, we did. So anyway, I just want to just say how much I appreciate you, Hallie. Thank you for joining me over the last 3 weeks. It's sad that we're leaving. I've just enjoyed this so much. But maybe in the future we can talk about some more things. And of course, if any of you guys out there are listening and you want to hear anything about any kind of subject on body care, head to toe, cosmetics, fun stuff, health, just put it in the comments, and we'll do a little bit of research and hit you back with some hopefully great info that you can have. So anyway, you have anything to say, Miss Hallie?
I think that about covered it. I appreciate it, and I love how you care so much about health and wellness and how it carries over into skincare and taking care of yourself. And I think, you know, even what you said earlier about a little bit can go a long way. It's the same thing with, you know, if you can just walk a little bit or get moving a little bit every day, you'll see a difference. And if you can just take, you know, a little bit of time to be mindful of what you're using on your body, it does make a difference.
Yeah,
the older we get, I think the more we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You know, so,
absolutely.
Anyway, thank you for having me. It was fun.
Great. Anyway, you all, Mike, the audience, thank you so much for hanging up in there with us. We appreciate you. And we hope to see you soon. Y'all take care.